Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's first matchup in Rocket League for the Cybercats in the PlayVS playoffs. In the first match, we have Dupont Manual High School. They're going to be playing against the Cybercats, our first team. We have team number 4 that's going to be playing later. I'm being joined today by Eric Glasner. He's helping out cast the Cybercats matches today. How's it going, Eric?
Hey, it's going good. What's going on, world?
So in the first match from Hilliard Bradley High School, we have a few students from there that will be playing on our first Rocket League team. We have Blaine, Aiden, and Ben. No, Blaine, I do not have the face cam or a suit on. I have a sweatshirt on right now, so I'm staying comfortable for this match. And here shortly, we should be joining into the match, and we'll jump right into gameplay.
I'd like to throw a quick shout out while we're doing this. I learned today that apparently all of the teams involved in playoffs today are playing at all of the same times. So there's a lot of groups that are playing, just aside from Cybercats 1 Rocket League team today. So to everybody out there, wherever you are, whatever state, whatever school you're playing for, good luck, have fun, don't disconnect everybody, and have a great Saturday today.
Absolutely. So we also have League of Legends that's playing in Overwatch. Their start time is also at 4 p.m. So if we find out those results during this broadcast, we'll be sure to let you guys know. And good luck to them.
Yeah, definitely. And for anybody who doesn't know me, again, I'm Eric Glasner. Usually I can be found on the Rift with the League of Legends team and crew, and I got asked to switch it up today. Like we mentioned, it's hard to get somebody for everybody, to get all of the kids the attention, give them the chance to shine. And if you play League of Legends, look us up. Find me Pocket Dust.
It looks like the lobby has been created, so we'll join in and switch over to that once the game gets started. And here we go. We have the kickoff for the first game of a best-of-7 series. So far, Dupont Manual is being pressured on defense, and they've quickly turned it back over to the other side of the field where Benny... Oh, that gets deflected back, and Togs is off the wall for a nice clear. So, and very quickly, with 30 seconds into the first game, we see Buckeye go up for a nice aerial shot to hit the top of the net.
And I like the control here. He's got to hit the boost twice to drop that in, get over top of it. That's better than I can play. I don't know about everybody else. It impresses me.
Very impressive indeed. That was a very nice shot by Benny. We had another aerial attempt right there by Togs. The rebound, though, was picked up very quickly by Buckeye. That was a very nice shot and very good job at reading that deflection off the wall.
For anybody who plays indoor soccer, that's a run in the mill there. Off the wall into the center for the rebound.
And off to the third kickoff of the first game. Cybercats up 2-0. Shot at the back wall by Dupont Manual. Their first player misses on the aerial, but that gives the next player enough time. There was a demo, though, that happened in the pass to the middle. Very nice save by Dupont there. Another nice demo, which had a chance at opening up the net, but Dupont was able to recover quickly and get in front of their goal. Cybercats are putting a lot of pressure on this team right now. They're making sure that 2 players stay up and another wide open net. I don't know if another demo happened there, but Dupont was unable to get back to defend that one.
I couldn't see that, and Dupont, 2 men on the goal there for about the last couple of seconds, and they just couldn't find a way to rotate out together.
Cybercats win the kickoff. Ninja with a nice bounce into the air. We'll see if Buckeye's able to get this rebound. He is not, but Togs is quick to go up for another shot. He misses this one, but Dupont is able to take this back towards the half. And Benny with a miss, which is going to put Dupont on the offensive side of the field. We'll see what happens.
That's a strong clear there. It's even close on point to goal.
Cybercats are feeling confident going for a lot of these aerials, which could potentially put them into bad positions if they end up missing. But they're staying aggressive, as we can see here with Buckeye getting another goal, putting them up 4-0 about halfway into the first game.
And when you guys work together out of the game, do you discuss things like this? You know, up 3-0, up 4-0, aerials are working so far. You ever talk about continuing with that confidence, or do you have the opportunity to discuss game plan like that at all?
I think with being up by this much already in the game, that allows you to take a lot more risks and forces you to put a lot of pressure on the opposing team. So some of that is discussed during the game. A lot of it is just simple call-outs, just letting your team know that you're going up for this one so that they're able to retreat back if you end up missing. Another goal by Buckeye. I think that might be 3 now for him so far in the game.
That looks like that came from the other side of half field. Look at how far that ball goes.
Yeah, and it was an awkward bounce. Dupont was in good position to try and defend that and clear that back to the other side, but two of the players, it looks like they ran into each other, causing that goal to go in. Nice clear by Dupont. They actually have an open net here. We'll see if Dogs is able to stop it. He just does, keeping it above the goalpost, but another one's going to fall center here. Dupont misses. Dogs goes up for a nice block, and Cybercats should be able to push this back onto the offensive side of the field for them.
Oh! Dupont Red putting their first one in.
And that was really good pressure by Dupont.
He blows up making that goal.
Yeah, I mean, he got there just on time to be able to hit the ball before the demo occurred, but that was good positioning by Dupont. So Dupont actually, with a good strategy, it doesn't work in their favor, but they went for a fake kickoff, which means that the initial player that was supposed to hit the ball ends up allowing it to go past him intentionally so that the back player can hit it further down the field. Unfortunately, he didn't get a good hit, and so Cybercats were able to take possession right after that.
There's a quick demo from Benny there.
That leaves the goal wide open if Cybercats are able to get a good hit, but Dupont comes back with a demo, which gives them the opportunity to turn this play back around. Benny has to now get boost, which he does, and Cybercats attempt to bring this ball right back down the field.
That's pretty good defensive work there. They got back from the demo, they picked it up, made sure they were ready to come back across and keep it out. And here we are back at the other end of the field.
We're seeing good rotations from the Cybercats. You can tell that two of them at any given time are not committing at the same time. And the positioning by Dupont is actually good as well, but their last man seems to be getting a little bit too aggressive, which is leaving the goal open at times. We have about 10 seconds left here in game number 1. We'll see how this one ends. Good first game by the Cybercats to take a 1-0 match lead of, again, a best-of-7 series.
Yeah, and that's nothing that you can't come back from. You see a couple GGs come out in the chat from the players talking to each other, and 5-1 for Dupont. Nothing that they should feel bad about. A couple of quick changes, and I think they'll be back in this to play competitively.
Absolutely. It was much closer than what the score indicated, for sure. They, like I said earlier, they were in good position to make the right plays. They just had a few misses that turned into goals. I think that they're definitely able to clean that up going into the next match.
Now let's take a quick second. I'll point out one thing that went really well and one thing that went not really well. We saw Dupont running into each other when they were in position to defend and come back up the field. That was an unfortunate one to see. And then one of the aerials, I can't remember if it was Buckeye or Togs, but goodness gracious, like some of the things that they can hit getting up in the air that high off the ground and being in the right position, that's nice to see.
And we're getting right into game number 2. Oh, we had a miss on the aerial, which puts Dupont up 1 goal early on. That's 5 seconds into the second game. And we can see Buckeye go up for the block and misses it, which leaves the goal wide open.
And right out of the gate, Dupont saying, "We're in this. We're here to play. Hope you were paying attention."
Good pass back towards Dupont's side. Nice ball control by Pretty Cool. Ends up being deflected, but shows that Cybercats are willing to leave the middle of the field open there for short dribbles. We'll see if Dupont's able to turn this one back into a positive. Oh, another miss by Benny, but a good cleanup by Buckeye to save that goal.
And that's just clean defense there. One guy, two guy, not fighting with each other, but both cross and making sure they can keep it out of the goal.
Ninja with pass to the right side ends up going back over to Togs, who's going to try a double tap off the wall. Ends up hitting it, but not towards the goal. That's going to give the Cybercats another opportunity to hit this back into the offensive side. 2 players end up running into each other though, and back on defense, the Cybercats are.
There it is, just like we're talking about. A couple of quick changes. Dupont showing a better rotation, not as confused on the backside.
And that was a very good read as well. Cybercats tried to play it safe so that they can keep control and maybe dribble that up the wall, but Dupont was very quick to read that, and they hit it right in.
Oh, that's a good center.
Nice pass over the middle. Unfortunately, nobody was there to hit that one in. Togs is going to take it back up the back wall though, and Dupont's going to take this back towards the offensive side. This is going to be a very dangerous bounce off the wall for Dupont. They're able to save that one nicely though.
And a good rotation there?
Absolutely, yeah. And that was a close attempt by Buckeye. Unfortunately, he ran out of boost, or else I think he would have gotten a good shot off the back wall. Benny finds himself backwards, still gets a decent hit, but that sets up a pass for Dupont. With a close shot, a little too high, and Ninja trying to keep the ball active on their offensive side.
You see Buckeye there just barely missing that, but he's aware enough with the camera to be like, oh wait, that's right behind me, I should try and get this off the wall.
That was a good bump attempt. It ended up hitting the Dupont player though into the ball, which was a shot on goal. Good thing for Cybercats, and a demo leaves the goal wide open. So Cybercats come back. They're down 1 with about just over 2 minutes remaining in the second game. We'll see if that gives them enough time to tie the game up.
That's a minute 39 for that goal there. That's the longest piece of play we've seen in the match so far between those two teams, and it was extremely good.
And I think it has a lot to do with Dupont adjusting from what they saw in Game 1. They've tightened up their defense, and their communication seems to be on point for this game. They always have a man back to be able to defend any of the shots that the Cybercats are offering. So, Eric, I don't know if you're familiar with Rule 1, but Rule 1 is if two players are going head-to-head, resulting in a stall, they are supposed to stay there until it is broken up, and Togs jumped out of Rule 1, which is something that the Rocket League community would not be proud of.
And that's the moment, too, when you wish that as the spectator, and here they leave this open. Oh, and there it is. That little hiccup, that little jump right over Buckeye's head there.
Yep, another good bounce for Dupont, and they're just reading what the Cybercats are giving to them. He jumps a little bit to the right side, looking for the deflection, instead of trying to be the first man to hit that ball into the goal. Very nice read by Dupont.
As a commentator, I'm getting half caught up in how flashy everything is. Every time the ball gets hit, there's a nice ball sound. Ooh, and there it is. Fighting back with 62 seconds to go. And another great aerial.
Oh, that was an open net that Buckeye had the opportunity to hit in, and he ends up just missing it.
That's a good rotation to get that double defense there. It's coming down to the wire here.
Awkward save, but Togs ends up getting it. It was a very good hit back, and Benny is able to get in front of the ball, but that makes things very difficult for Togs to control. Buckeye goes up. Very nice save by Ninja. There's only 5 seconds left. Let's see if Cybercats can tie this one up. And he just misses it. So Dupont is able to tie the series 1-1. That was a very impressive game by Dupont. A very nice response to the way that the first game ended.
And a lot of credit is due there to Dupont. You know, they changed, they made some adjustments, and there at the end, Cybercats, 3 shots, 3 opportunities, all moving in the right direction, all with right control and positioning, it looked like. And Dupont there to keep them out, to keep that ball out with good defense.
Absolutely. I'm wondering if the confidence that the Cybercats had after the first game has kind of gotten to them. I think if they keep this game a little bit more grounded and maybe not go for as many aerials, it might be the way that they turn this around, or at least get the series back in their favor.
And after seeing that first demolition there, I don't recall as many demolitions in that second set as there were in the first.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that as well. I think that they went for a lot of those in the first game because they had such a large lead. You're able to take those risks and kind of sacrifice your defense a little bit, and we definitely did not see as many demos in the second game. And that maybe also has to do with Dupont just being aware of Cybercats going for so many demos. They knew to avoid them.
That's a good dribble all the way up and around the wall, but they just give it back to them, letting Cybercats keep it down in their end.
I think Togs ended up messing up Benny there on that. He decided at the last second that he wasn't going to go for that shot, and Benny ended up turning around, but it doesn't matter because the pass goes right to the middle. Togs puts the Cybercats up, 1-0 in the third game.
And that, almost 80 seconds there. That 80 seconds is a good example of where we've gotten to. Both teams seem to know what the other one's doing. It's tied up 1-1. We're playing best of 5 now instead of best of 7. The Cybercats take that first blood, that first goal strike.
It's actually going to be very awkward, but a very good clear by Dupont there. A pass off the wall, which is going to put it middle, but nobody on the Cybercats are there to hit it in. Buckeye with an open shot, it was 0 boost, so he wasn't able to get much power behind that one. And very close by Dupont. They almost got the save there by Benny using all of his boost just to bump it high enough over Ninja that left the goal wide open. 2-0 Cybercats.
Oh, that's close. From that angle, you always hope that that accidentally rolls in the way you want it to.
Yep, and Cybercats are going back to how they were playing in the first game. They're being very aggressive on the offensive side of the field and responding really well to how the Dupont red team is trying to play defense. They're stacking the goal, they're not putting a lot of pressure on the outside of the goal, and they're just waiting to see what kind of shots the Cybercats take at the net.
And they're clean shots. They're going on goal. You know, the shots aren't missing out to the outside, which makes the other team respond to you. Even if you're not getting any goals, putting something in or on or very close to the net really can help define how they have to play against you. Oh, that just kind of slid in right there, didn't it?
Yeah, very awkward positioning. Dupont just got caught in the wrong spot at the wrong time. 2 of them committed there on the defense, and that left the net wide open. 3-0 Cybercats. There was a double commit there on the kickoff by Dupont, which is something that you typically want to do if you're having issues getting the ball to the offensive side of the field. So I'm glad to see that they're trying new things just to keep the pressure off that Cybercats have been giving for the first half of this game. And a nice shot by Buckeye and finished by Togs. 4-0 Cybercats.
And look at this into the air here. Look at how high he goes up to get this. There it is. It's going on goal like we were talking about. It forces the team to respond, and just a beautiful play.
It was very, very impressive to see how he was able to put that back towards the center of the field. It's not an easy thing to do when the ball is in, that far back into the corner. So very impressive.
Dupont all moving forward here on the aggression.
Cybercats have not been letting the ball really get past center field, but right now they're in a 2v1 situation, and Buckeye's able to hit that back. Goes just over the hood of Togs' car, and Buckeye's going to slow this one down.
Bring it down to the last seconds here. A nice demolition, kind of punctuating the 4-0.
Yeah, and I really think we're starting to see that again just because the Cybercats are starting to get really comfortable with the lead that they have, so they're taking more risks. Very, very good pass to Benny. He's able to
gorgeous.
Finish that. Yep, put it in the top left corner of the net. Very good pass. And he goes for the full boost in order to give him enough power there to hit it right in front of the goal.
And that's something that's only going to come from practice. They're not going to teach you that one in the tutorial, folks.
Dupont ends up winning the kickoff. Benny misses that one off the wall. Dupont goes for the shot. Another one's going to fall right in the middle of the net. And Buckeye hits that just to the right side. This should be the end of game number 3 as Cybercats take a series lead 2-1 heading into game number 4 of the best of 7. So in between games here, I'm going to give a few shout outs as requested by the team of the Cybercats. If you did not know, fun fact, but Blaine, who is Togg's favorite food is chicken parmesan. Let me make sure I don't delay this game any longer and make sure I ready up. We have a
Who doesn't like a
Dupont.
good...
There we go, they came back.
Who doesn't like a good chicken parmesan, right?
Yeah, I think it's one of my favorites as well. Very good choice, Blaine. So it'll be interesting to see if the Cybercats stick to the same aggressive game plan, or if they try and mix things up if they feel like Dupont is reading them. And it seems like they have. Dupont takes a early 1-0 lead with a very nice shot off the back wall to the top right corner. Those are really hard to defend. Actually, it goes off the hood of the car, so they had a chance to block it and they were unable to. 1-0 Dupont.
And there's a split-second play, realizing what's going on just a second too late, maybe.
Hogs with the miss.
Open net.
Benny with the open net, yep. And very quickly, first 30 seconds, 2 goals, 1-1. Cybercats score on the second goal.
There's a part of me, deep down inside of me, hoping, oh man, can we have a goal every 15 seconds? How exciting would that be?
And the shots that we've seen so far have been not simple and easy to make shots. Both teams are playing their hearts out to try and score when they see the opportunity. Middle pass. Togs is just off to the right side, and we'll see if they can keep the pressure, but it looks like Dupont's going to bring this back to the other side of the field. Buckeye going up. And a very nice challenge, but we'll see if Benny's able to do anything.
Yeah, looks like Dupont's gotten their wings a little bit here. Quick demolition there.
Oh, and an unfortunate own goal. It was put to the back corner. I don't know if it was going to go in on its own, but with how much momentum Togs had going forward, it's very hard to stop and deflect that. Ends up hitting it into his own net, and that puts Dupont up 2-1.
That kickoff there, and this ball in the middle of the field is what I'm seeing, is how I'm feeling about this match. Both teams. Oh!
Wow, so 2 Cybercats defenders go up for the block, and 2 of them miss the block, which results in Ninja with a nice aerial goal right down the middle. 3-1. We're just over a minute into this game, and Cybercats have some ground to make up.
Dupont was going for that one. All 3 men were in the air after that ball before it went through.
It's very interesting to see the kind of momentum that each team has going into the game after they've lost. I don't know if each team has taken the time after each loss to kind of talk things through, even though they only get a few seconds to do so, and it'd be nice to hear their communication as they're on the field and in between each game.
One of the things we started doing, and I'm not sure if we're still doing this, but one of the things we tried at one point with the league group was one of the players to record their gameplay. There it is. There's a goal there.
Yep. Buckeye is able to hit that one in. He just sneaks it in inside the post. A very nice angle, and he's able to get that in before Pretty Cool can save that. Cybercats are down 1, just under 3 minutes remaining in this game. Still plenty of time to tie this one up.
With 2 goals in the first 30 seconds, this is anybody's set right now. Both teams have shown that they can score fast.
Yeah, not a lot of defense is being played in this one.
You can see their Cybercats having to rotate 2 men back to get back into position. Everybody was all down at the other end of the field.
Nice clear by Buckeye. We'll see if he can get it past. He is unable to. It's pretty cool. Gets a nice clear. Benny's going to slow this one down, though, to keep the ball up in the air. And Cybercats end up missing, which makes it to the 3rd man on Dupont, but he had a pretty easy save there, right in the middle of the net.
Give Cybercats some time to get boost and come back. There's the demolition. And folks, maybe this ball will never touch the ground again.
Yeah, it seems like a whole 20 seconds went by before they were able to let it get anywhere close to hitting the ground. But at this time, it maybe looks like the right approach is to slow things down a little bit. Dupont's going to attempt a shot on the net here, and it goes right past.
That's a scary one, right? 2 players coming both directions, nobody knowing who's in the middle of the field.
Dupont's been doing a really good job this game keeping the Cybercats on their back foot. They almost gave up a goal there as it just missed on the outside. But by slowing things down and just making sure that they respond to every hit by the Cybercats, that's going to be a dangerous one as it goes across the middle and off the back wall again. We'll see if Benny's able to
There's
put
the
this
aerial.
off the aerial.
Oh!
But Togs is there to clean it up. Those when they hit off the post like that, you really don't know which direction the ball is going to head in right after. And so Togs is able to read that perfectly and put that into the left. Just under a minute, 3-3. Who's going to be able to seal this game and maybe even determine the fate of the remainder of the series?
Yeah, this is one of the critical matches right here. And it goes 4-3. All right, Cybercats, up 44 seconds to go.
That was a very scary attack by Dupont. They just fell short under the ball, which allowed, I think Buckeye is who it was that scored that goal, to sneak it in to the middle of the net. And we'll see if Dupont is able to respond here. One thing I always find interesting in such a close game is if you're leading with very little time remaining, do you change your play style to play more of a defensive approach, or do you stick to what got you there and to stay aggressive? It looks like the Cybercats have decided to stay aggressive for the remaining of this game.
And what a crazy shot by Togs there, trying to get over top of it and force it down into the goal. I mean, they're definitely playing aggressive to try and end this one.
And they were able to hold on. That was very close. That gives Cybercats a 3-1 series lead. They're on match point. Let's see if Dupont is able to respond.
And that's a great start for Cybercats there. I mean, up to 3-1. It's been close. But just like you said, that is one of the critical matches right there. When it's close, it's tied, it's not tied, the lead goes back and forth. You always want to try and win those.
Yeah, and it'll be very important for Dupont to stay confident heading into this next game. They were one goal away, maybe even one clean shot away from tying the series instead of going down another game in the series. So they should definitely stay confident heading into match point here.
If anybody can hear that, that's my lovely daughter there, Rosalie, 10 months old in the background, playing What Noises Can We Make Today game.
And it looks like Cybercats are going to take a very quick lead here with 5 seconds into game number 6, as Togs is able to read this one correctly off the backboard and hit it to the top of the net where it's impossible to save.
And Buckeye weaving and weaving. First left, then right. People trying to bump him, get him out of his rhythm. They just couldn't find him.
Nice save by Dupont. They actually left 2 people down in the goal, which is the right call. And they were both there with the opportunity to save. One of them did. Let's see if they can block the next one, and they do not. That one just sneaks in. You're always scared when you hit those ones because you never know if it's going to hit the top post and come out or if it's going to go in. This time it decides to go in. 2-0 Cybercats.
And Buckeye following up on his own shot there to get that in off the back wall.
Nice dribble attempt by the Cybercats there. He loses it right behind him though, so he's not able to get a second hit on it. And so Dupont takes that opportunity away. We'll see what happens here. Cybercats hit it back across the middle, but Togs is backwards, so he was unable to get a shot on goal. Cybercats are going to stay aggressive just like they did in the last game, and just try and get as many shots as they can and make Dupont play defense. Togs with the top right corner goal. Read that one again correctly off the backboard. He always seems to be in the right place. He's always waiting to see where the ball lands. And once Benny or Buckeye hit that off the backboard, Togs is there to clean it up.
And just overwhelmed in the middle of the field there. That one just kind of got forced through. Stalled ball and a follow-up. Clean.
Yeah, Dupont decided to go for the corner boost there instead of one man cheating up. And by doing that, you're leaving the middle of the field wide open. So if there's a neutral kickoff, you're giving one of the Cybercats players a free shot on goal. See if
Here's another aerial. Look at that consistency.
Yeah, that was very nice control. He didn't try and go too quick. He just took his time going straight up. Got a clean shot right to the middle of the goal. Dupont unable to save. 5-0 Cybercats.
Yeah, that there's patience and then just a little tap, letting gravity do its work. So there's the 3-minute and 30 mark. 5 goals down at the least at the minute. This is a hill for Dupont to climb. I think if Cybercats stay on their aerial game just like there and see Benny hitting that ball and moving it forward again, it's hard to get around that when the Cybercats are hitting those.
Yeah, DuPont's definitely in a tough position right now, but there is still plenty of time remaining. We've seen how quickly both teams are capable of scoring goals in previous games. I'm not ruling out the possibility that DuPont's able to tighten this lead a little bit. We'll see if the Cybercats go back to picking up some more demos. It's not a bad strategy when you have a big lead. It would keep DuPont under about 50% boost, which is good. It makes it a lot harder to play defense or even attack when you don't have boost. And Togs had plenty of boost as he was able to hit that one in. Another rebound that he's able to get off the back wall. Right place, right time. 6-0 Cybercats.
And you see there, he puts the spin on it in the right direction, giving it everything he can to get over there when he decides to take that hit. And 6-0, it's not looking good for DuPont.
A very tight angle. That was actually a really impressive shot. And he had to turn around to be able to get that on time as well. He ends up missing the first one. Doesn't even care about the boost because he has plenty to get enough power. 7-0 Cybercats.
And that was a much tighter angle than I thought it was. You definitely saw that very well when you looked at it. It looks to me here like the Cybercats are still pouring it on. They're still going after all their aerials, letting that confidence build.
last man looks like Togs ends up missing the aerial there in the middle, but that's okay because Benny and Buckeye are able to get back on defense. Benny's going to slow this down and look for a dribble opportunity. Tries the double tap off the backboard and is unable to get it. But Cybercats are still staying aggressive. I like to see this from them. I think it's the right way to play the game when you're up by this much. Don't change what has worked for you so far.
Yeah, and theoretically, no reason to take the foot off the pedal. Like you say, if that's what's working.
We have a 1v1 situation. He's going to go for the demo, ends up missing it. And we'll see if Buckeye can hit it. He cannot. Togs is going to try an aerial attempt off the wall here. He flips for the first one and gets it into the top part of the net. That's actually really good. By hitting it a second time, which is not really the traditional way to do it, he's not giving a lot of time for Dupont to react. They were unable to save it. And a huge lead, 8-0, 55 seconds remaining. It looks like Cybercats have this one. Dupont's not going to go out without a fight. Although the game is certainly over, they still want to get 1 or 2 goals on the board. They're able to do so here. Actually, very good shot there. I think that was pretty cool. He was able to shift his car. He turned it sideways in the air and then used his flip so that he could use the top of his car for the power on the shot. Very good shot. That was a close shot off the back wall. This one's going to roll slowly just towards the middle of the goal. Togs is just... Yep.
Went the entire length of the field to keep that one out. Here the game slows and ends. Our last second.
And that is it. Cybercats win the series, best of 7. They end up winning the series 4-1. Dupont actually impressed me quite a bit. This was much closer than maybe if you only saw the last game. Each game before this was very close. And they're a very good team. They played defense really well. It seemed like their communication was really good as well. Very impressed by them. Congratulations to them for a good season and for making the playoffs, and good luck to them in the spring if they all decide to return. And with that, the Cybercats won. We still have another Cybercats team playing here shortly. We'll be advancing to round number 2. Eric, what was your thoughts seeing the Cybercats team for the first time?
First thought, that was incredibly exciting and fun. Rocket League is very fast-paced, very different from what might be a slow and more farming style of League of Legends. And I think the thing that stuck out to me is that the execution in the air, the execution off the ground by the entire Cybercats team, I mean, pretty on point. There weren't a lot of aerials that they went for that they missed and just airballed. You know, they got their cars on them, they were able to touch everything. And when you're able to touch everything, a lot of them go where you want them to. And that's what it looked like they were doing today. I think that's the difference. I'd say their aerial game was on point. Those balls were moving towards the goal, towards the net. Good sets, good spikes, good shots. And that consistency, I think, showed itself there in that 4-1.